Hello, happy Friday. We made it. You guys, it has been such a crazy day. I have this window of about 45 minutes where I'm totally alone. And it feels really good. And of course, I decided to hop on and make a video. So I got myself a Starbucks and I decided to come home and do Wendy's tag. Wendy from WeebieDolls put up a really fun tag today. It's a 7-question tag. Wendy, thank you for doing that. I think these are so fun, and I wish that I actually made the time to do more of the tag videos. I love hearing everybody's answers. And so I'm going to change little Thomas Niklaus into some pajamas because I think maybe he'll feel a little bit more snuggly. We have been thoroughly enjoying this outfit. We are under the bright lights this evening. So I'm going to change him while I talk to you guys. And we're just going to put him in a very simple sleeper. It's a white sleeper. It's got little lambs and sheep on it and some trees. It is a footed sleeper. We'll get him nice and comfortable. So hopefully I don't block everything trying to change him. Okay, so the first question on the list is, who was your first reborn? What sculpt? And do you still have him or her? So if you've watched my channel at all, you may have met Norman. Norman was my first personal reborn. Norman is a very good baby for the price I paid. It was like my entryway, right? I had to kind of work into... I've done this with other things too, where there's sticker shock, I think, and I feel that it's out of my reach. And so I start small, and then it helps me because I really feel like there's something to the idea of like a lack mentality. So if I am constantly like pinching off my spending and feeling like I don't have, then I just don't have. But when I like flex the spending muscles, and then I realize that I can rise to the occasion, and it seems to bring more abundance. Like, and it's about value. And the other thing that I mentioned that I had spent my money on that got very, pretty pricey, I never regretted it. It was always worth it, and I feel that way about these babies too. But no, so back to the dolls. So Norman was, he is the Leah sculpt. I'm not even sure who sculpted him. Maybe I'll look that up real quick. Yeah. But he was painted. I got him directly from the artist as a custom on eBay. So I feel that maybe I got very lucky. I know I got very lucky because he is adorable. Now he is what I would consider a little bit more of a simply painted doll, just in that I don't think he's varnished. I don't think there are a ton of layers, but then I can't really say that because some of this might just be attributed to the difference between Genesis heat set paints and the air dry paints in terms of the way that they look. But he is very cute baby, and I do still have him. He's a small newborn or a preemie. He's sort of on the edge there. I think technically he's a preemie. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly who he was, his sculptor was. Now, the first reborn that I purchased was from Sunbeam Babies in the UK, which is like a mother-son family team, and I guess like their baby was featured in Bridget Jones' Baby and a lot of other like after school specials and things. And I was purchasing it for our daughter as a very realistic doll. And between the time that I made the purchase, and I was also trying to balance out what her dad was a little bit like freaked out by the very, very realistic ones, you know, the ones with marks and scratches and things like that. So I was looking for something that was very cute, maybe like a little bit more of an entry baby to the art. But it wasn't exactly what I was looking for by the time it got here, because I had seen all of these other amazing babies on all of your channels and just shopping and learning. So that baby, actually, I found a woman in my neighborhood who was looking for a doll for her daughter, and it's a great first reborn. So then we got the reborn Evelyn kit, who actually arrived. All of this took place before Norman got here because he had to be made. So the reborn Evelyn, she came, and that is baby Ella, and she is still here too. I'll get her. She's right there. She is my daughter's baby. My daughter is 9. And this is, I'm going to sit with Niklaus for just a minute. Well, she doesn't look very comfy. But this is her. She's got rooted hair. She's very cute. Her hair's a little wild right now, but... So that is Ella. Question number 2. What does your significant other or best friend or closest family think about your doll hobby? Well, my significant other at first really, he didn't understand it. He didn't think it was a hobby. He thought it was a hobby when I said I may be interested in painting, which was before I even got my first reborn. But he didn't consider collecting a hobby. And he went through a phase where I think he thought that I was going to become delusional is the best word for it, and think that the babies were real, and that it was going to contribute to my mental decline in my older age. And I think he was concerned that I was going to want an actual baby, that this was me trying to like mask a desire for a baby. He's getting used to it. He had laid down the gauntlet, no more babies coming in. That was after Ellie Sue came. No more babies, this and that, and I said, that's fine, I have what I want, but then I wanted to upgrade a baby in my collection. And I said, I don't know what, it doesn't threaten you any, and you're not paying for it, so, I'm conscious of space and how many babies I want to connect with too, so he kind of laughed. But since Ronan arrived, he actually the other night when I was showing him Ronan's outfit, and he knows that I really want him to like the babies, he actually asked to hold Ronan, and he watched TV with Ronan laying on him. So he really likes that doll. My stepdaughter is really into it. She has a baby already, and she's getting another one. My mom, I sent her one for her birthday, so she's not crazy into it, but she likes them. And my sister, who lives in Florida also, she was the lucky recipient of the giveaway baby I won from Kelsey's Reborns, because when I entered Kelsey's Reborns is the channel, I entered her giveaway, and I had said if I won, I wanted to give the baby to my sister, because she paints beautiful ethnic skin tones, and my sister she has mixed color skin. My stepdad is from Trinidad, and he has very dark skin, and my mom is very white. So the baby that she was working on reminded me a little bit of my sister when she was smaller. So she has one too. So what do they really think? The only one I think who's completely honest with me is my significant other. So 3, do you prefer to have your baby dressed in outfits with shoes or simple comfy sleepers? Simple comfy sleepers. I do like the outfits. I prefer soft outfits. I don't necessarily go for shoes. I haven't really gotten into buying the shoes. I think they're cute, but I can see that I probably wouldn't leave them on for long because I like them to be cuddly. So, yeah. Do you prefer rooted hair or painted hair? That's question number 4. You know, I prefer rooted hair. Now, Niklaus has a full head of hair. It is classified as light, dirty blonde. Yeah, I think so. From Delta Dawn, but obviously it has some red tones in it. It was very red when I first got him. I feel like it's evened out, but I may just be used to it. So his hair, with the thicker hair, there's a little bit more of a challenge of keeping it combed, because this soft brush here is awesome, but it doesn't get the under layers. So until I was able to really get the tangles from traveling out, it didn't help much. It needs some moisture. It's dry in the house, but I've been able to maintain his swirl, but it is more maintenance. And every time I lay him down, it needs some maintenance every time. Now, Ronan has very sparsely rooted hair. It is Slumberland mohair, and it's very, very fine, thin, and short, so it doesn't have really anything to tangle with. But I do prefer that. Norman has painted hair, which is very, very cute. I definitely am drawn to as much realism as possible, so I think that's why. Do you prefer open eyes or sleeping sculpt? It's a close call. I got into it wanting a sleeper because I knew that I probably would have not a whole lot of time to, play with the baby. And Ronan is awesome for snuggling and holding for a very long time, or just watching for a very long time. But when you line the eyes up right so that it's like you're making eye contact with this baby, it plays this really cool trick on my mind. And the first time it happened, you can actually see it on my box opening, because when I first uncovered his face and turned him towards me, he was looking right into my eyes. And it just was such a weird sensation. And I really love that. And I do feel like there is, I guess, Wendy, you had said it, I guess, like interaction. So I think I'm going to stay undecided on that. Yeah. Because this guy, he was my dream baby. I didn't find the kit and fall in love with it and then find him. I found him. So I love the kit, but the baby is my dream baby. Number 6, do you prefer to order customs or look for buy it now? I prefer to look for buy it now. However, it was Niklaus, Thomas is his given name. Thomas Niklaus. It was the first Thomas. It was the first Atticus sculpt named Thomas that Wendy Graham had made that I lost my mind over. And when his auction shot up to so much I don't even want to say it, and I didn't win, I had gotten a kit randomly off of Laura Lee Eagle's site from some canceled orders, and she offered to make me an Atticus, and so he was a custom, and Norman was a custom. So, but the Ellie Sue that I had that's going home to a new mommy, she was pre-owned, and Ronan was from the artist directly but ready-made, and I think I prefer the ready-made because I can see if I feel like I want to have that connection. I'm saying connection. I feel like I want to totally love the doll. Just like have that, oh my gosh, this is my baby feeling to make another investment. But there are several artists out there. Wendy Graham from Wendy's Babies. She's not on social media. She's one for sure that I would trust with a custom. And there are several other artists that I admire that I would have no concerns about. But number 6, I already did number 6. That was the customs or buy it now question. And number 7, the final question is, what positive things has this hobby brought to your life? The number one positive thing that it's brought to my life, besides the fact that I just love cute things and I just can't get over the cuteness over and over again. The number one positive thing is that it fulfilled something in me It's another thing that fulfilled something in me, something that I wanted and I wanted to do that was just for me, that wasn't for my partner, that he didn't necessarily even agree with, that I went forward with anyway, you know, stood boldly in my desires and went forward with what I wanted. And that is fulfilling, and I feel like that is so important for my inner strength and my ongoing journey to stand in who I am without caring what other people think or needing to prove it. And so I know that might seem weird because it's doll collecting, but there have been a couple other things that, you know, for no one else, and regardless of others' opinions, to do it anyway when it's doing no harm and it's bringing good into your life. I think that those are powerful moments when we make those choices. And the second part of that is, the older that I get, the less I feel that I need to intellectualize or cerebralize why I love. I feel like that maybe even has been the undoing of some relationships in the past, is needing to explain to myself why this is the right choice. Does it make sense in my life? You know, instead of paying attention to the signs of happiness and joy. And Pascal, my favorite quote, I've said it before, the heart has reasons which reason knows nothing of. And I feel like because I like it and because I enjoy it, and is good enough, that period. I don't feel that we need to expand on that I need to expand on that. So and then the second greatest thing that it's brought to me is just all the cool people. You know, I don't know why. I just really enjoy sharing this and watching other people really love it as much as I do. And I've made some really great friends. I'm making some really good friends. You know, it's a process. I'm so new. But I definitely have a couple of people that I have talked to at some length in chat and things like that, and whose babies and videos I love to watch. And that's been really positive. I just love connecting with people on common ground. So, and I think that it's brought me peace. And that goes back to number one, which is doing something that fulfills me. So it puts you in a space to take time for yourself. And that concludes the 7 questions from the tag. So again, Wendy, thanks for doing that. This is a fun tag. I really look forward to more people responding and putting their answers up there. And we'll get on with the Friday night. I hope that everybody has a really great weekend, that everybody's doing well and thriving in their lives. And if not, I definitely pray for unexpected miracles for all of you. Have an awesome night. Thanks for stopping by. I so look forward to seeing all of your videos and to hearing from you, and I will come back on and see you soon. Bye for now.